You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
We're on? Yo, what up? It's Radican here, chilling at the homie Jimbo Trashy's pad, testing out the new lens that he got, seeing what up, just in between work shifts. Thought we'd just try something I wrote. Let's do it. It's a little harder than maybe used to. There's a lock on the door, I break right through. I'll juggernaut through anything if it's to find you. I'll kill a father and a mother and a sister and a brother. Even motherfucking Sam couldn't walk through my summer. Bad man pajama, act half-witted. That isn't an average man living. Ask for compassion, damn it, you can't get it. Has to be trapped in Azkaban prison. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And you all these squirrels on my nuts, floss with my curls. Awkward girls, low self-esteem. Get to your knees and just blow like a breeze. Fucking blow like a storm on a warm island shore for a fortnight or more. Like the almighty Thor, snap, crackle, and pop. I'm Van Damme and a cock. Off topic, I like backgammon a lot. Well, I boom with the system, I choose what I'm giving for a few fucking minutes. Would you shoot me and listen? So bye black sheep, copping a damn thing. Black rain clouds on the back of my plan B. Plan A is something I can't say. Stand straight, head catch a bottle of champagne. That's gay. Everything that you do, you being a man, something that you can't prove. I'm the baddest of avatars out there past me as Annie-Bar. Asking all the acolytes to actually act hard. Vanguard, slamming the black tar is something that I've never done, but that be my last score. Arr! Where's my parrot?
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Trashy podcast.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I gotta mention this one story that pops up about Mr. Trashy himself. When he was just a little snot-nosed high, about knee-high to a grasshopper, playing by himself at the park. And I'm over there tending with him. And I swear that's where he got his fame, notorious fame from. Being a little kid, playing by himself with the toys. One of the other little characters came by. I don't know if you remember that pretty
Being a
well.
bully.
Yeah, fucking bully, trying to take his shit away, you know. It happened once, it happened twice. He's over there playing with his guys, and this kid comes up and kicks some sand right into his shit and knocks his fucking play action figures over, you know. Well, he's only 5 years old, so he kind of like picks up and like comes over like all rattled, and I say, "Hey, Jimmy, don't take that shit from him." And I go, "If he ever does it again, fucking, you know, get up and hit him, you know, tag his ass, you know, throw him back, say, hey, quit fucking with my shit." And sure enough, he come by the next week, same kid comes by and fucking kicks some sand in his fucking shit, and knocks his guys over. Mr. Trashy himself turns around, looks at me, and goes, "What do I do?" And I said, "Fuck," and I'm giving him the fucking knock his ass out. Sure enough, he got up, and the kid wasn't expecting it, and Mr. Trashy James fucking just kicked that shit out and just knocked him right in the face, knocked him on the ground and everything. I don't know if you remember that too well. You're only 5 years old.
I remember his friends were like, "Oh, whoa, cool, dude." And then the kid I punched in the face like apologized and like he wanted to be my friend. I don't remember who it was. And like, I mean, I might even ran into him at a bar these days, but.
Yeah, it made me proud though. I was proud. I couldn't see him send her.
You know what? I used to coach his baseball team when he was 10 years old.
Junkyard gyms.
Yeah. And he had 3 pitches. When you're 10 years old, you can't throw very much junk, but he had 3 pitches, a fastball, a slow ball, and a beanball. And he's looking in the dugout, and I'm giving him the number, and I give him a fastball, and he shake his head. He'd shake me off, and then I give him the number 2, and he'd shake me off, and I give him number 3, and he'd go like that, and then he'd fucking try to hit the bucket.
I knocked the bat right out.
He was fucking 10 years old doing that shit, man.
Hey, so Junkyard Jim, I know you have a lot of history and experience in spraying dildos.
Oh,
what is that all about? Why were,
well, hey, it was one of those fetish type things.
Why were you spraying dildos, first of all?
Well, you know, I was kind of not racist. I was just biased. I can say, you know. So it was kind of the wrong tent for the girl. The girl preferred a different tent. It's shading.
So you're spraying dildos one afternoon, and some high school kids show up.
It was a novelty, okay? It was looked like a broken arm, you know, bent over. I worked at the Junkyard, and what do you know? Somebody had thrown away a broken elbow, I thought it was. So I wound up confiscating it and making it a novelty, and I could throw it over my shoulder and, you know, get some attention.
Was this a floppy dildo, or is this a hard dildo?
This is like 2-foot dildo.
Was that black one?
Black, now white.
Well, it was multicolored, you know.
Was that the black one that was about that? Oh no, there was a double-headed one too.
That was the one. I was trying to make it multicolored.
I seen that out in the garage.
I didn't want to be racist. I was
thing?
more of a you know, I was being accommodating to all races, you know. But no, fortunately, I was trying to please this female because she find it as a, you know, pretty sizable novelty.
Let me get this straight. You had a long black dildo. The chick wanted a white dildo, so you decided to spray paint it.
Hey, you never know what goes on behind closed doors.
You just could have bought a white dildo, but instead you just spray paint it.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, but
save
this
some
was
money.
novelty. This I mean, it looked like a broken arm.
It
You
would
know?
save some money.
Trashy. Hey, that's why they call me Junkyard Jim. You know, I mean, what the fuck? But I happened to be spraying it, you know, just for novelty wise, and lo and behold, I'm in the garage, with it hanging up on the ceiling, and the door opens, and who is it? My very own son, which happens to be Mr. Trashy himself, and he says, "What the fuck are you doing?"
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, it was Ben. Oh no, that's right. It was Ben.
Ben.
Ben. Yeah, that's right.
There's a party waiting to happen. Ben Golub.
And he was quite young buck himself. He was only like about 12 or 13. Yeah, that's right. I thought it was you. No, you're right. He opened the door and he says, "You're the first sexual experience I ever had." I've been ruined ever since. He says, "I had a fetish for him all this." Oh no, not taking it to the
You
hoop.
felt cheated. That's why.
Hey, so Uncle Dave, you knew a gay black GI, right?
Oh fuck, that was a long time ago.
What did that guy do?
He tried to punk this white boy, man.
He tried to extract semen from his penis.
Let me get some of that butt, white boy. What did he say? What did he do?
I was in the army, and everybody's supposed to pull a KP every once in a while,
What's KP?
where you peel potatoes or wash dishes.
Oh,
or whatever.
bitch shit.
Anyway, they picked 2 people out of a whole platoon to stay and do KP. Everybody else is going to get up early in the morning and ship out and go play army games and shit.
No, when was this? This
Is back in the early 70s.
when you were in the service.
I went in the army in the early 70s, and while I was in basic training in Fort Ord, my whole platoon was gone. Just me and him was in the barracks that night because we had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to start a KP.
You and a homosexual?
Well, there was 2 floors. There was a bay for barracks, okay? I was on the bunk downstairs, and he stayed upstairs.
Did you know that this person was a homosexual?
I didn't know it until this point.
Oh.
I heard him.
Fresh meat.
It was probably about 9 o'clock one night, and it's the old barracks, the old style barracks like they had in World War II, and I heard him walking down the stairs.
Like Gomer Pyle?
To go turn the showers on. And I heard him go turn the showers on, but during the daytime, everybody played grab ass, and nobody thinks anything about it, you know. But he sat on the edge of my bed, and I'm laying on my side, and he goes, "Come on, white boy, give me some butt." And I said,
"Come on,
"What
white boy,
the
give me
fuck?"
some butt."
I know, that's what he said.
Come on, white boy, give me some butt.
Anyway, he said that. I go, "Get the fuck away from me." I thought he was playing like, you know, like they usually do. And then I look at it, and this motherfucker's butt fucking naked sitting on the edge of my fucking bed, grabbing my ass, telling me, "Come on, white boy, give me some butt." I go, fuck. When I realized that he was fucking serious, I pulled the fucking blankets back, jumped out of my bed. "Come on, motherfucker, me and you gonna box right now, you know?" And he looked at me with a smile and a gold tooth and says, "Okay, I'll leave you alone," and turned around, walked and took a shower. Fucking homeboy thought he was gonna fucking knock off some fucking white boy ass, go take a shower and go to fucking sleep, but he didn't get any of that. Well, it turned out he had the same schooling, AIT, in Virginia, like I did. But I didn't know that until I got there on the weekend, and then he showed up, and there was like 10 black guys and 10 white guys in my class. And he was standing over by himself, and he's smiling at me, like giving me the tongue and shit. And I was telling those other guys that I was stationed with, I go, "Man, that fucking dude over there's a punk." And they go, "How do you know?" And I said, "Because I just fucking left Fort Ord with him, and that fucker was trying to fucking drop his load in this fucking white boy's ass, man, and he didn't get shit but an ass kicking, you know?" Fuck.
He wanted to take it to the hoop, a whole nother level.
That was a long fucking time ago, man.
Yeah.
I'm scared to go to sleep with both eyes closed now.
Oh my goodness! You know, I had a little state-funded vacation a couple times actually, and speaking of homosexuals, there's quite a few of them in there. Just gotta pick out who your closest one is. You know.
Shower shark.
Oh yeah, shower sharking, pipe checking, and all that good shit. You know,
Wait,
bad
so
shit.
Junkyard Jim, are you wanting to go down that route of where you've been?
Oh hey, I've been there, done that. You know.
Okay, for those of you listening right now, the Junkyard Jim is a hardened criminal, a hard motherfucker that has been in the pen, and do not fuck with him because he's connected, dude. Don't fuck with him, dude.
Come from way back.
And if you don't think that's a problem, and you know who I am, you know I got his back, so you better fucking watch the fuck out.
Just like Andy Duprange.
Anyways.
Yeah, that day has came and gone, but there is quite a few of those homosexuals in there. And I never, you know, being from California, you figure, you know, there's homosexuals all over, you know, Hollywood and shit, or California, Frisco with all the, homosexuals. But I'd never really seen one up close or had any kind of
close,
up close, or yeah, dick in hand and all. I mean, they got the gay rights parade and all that shit. I've never seen that until I visited the California State Prison System. Oh, man.
Surprise!
Yeah, it was a whole nother fucking world there when I was visiting that place. I'm sitting there, the first time I had a conversation with one. I didn't know at first because a new person shows up in your bunking area. You got to go greet them and find out who the fuck they are, what kind of person they are. If they're molesters, you want to fucking beat their ass. You know, you got to check out these people. Well, somebody says, "Hey, man, you got a new bunkie up there. You better go check out who this guy is." So I go up there and said, "Hey, how you doing?" I see a guy. You know, he's pretty cut. He's got a nice little cut on him. You know, he's got his shirt off and he's folding his clothes and making up his bed. So I walk up and I say, "Hey, man, how you doing? What's your name? Who are you? Where are you from?" He turns around and he says, "Hi, my name's Lucky."
Hi.
Hi. I'm like, oh my god, what the
I'm gonna get lucky.
He sticks out his hand like a girl does, you know, like
I'm
sticks
lucky.
out fingernails.
I want you to kiss his hand.
I went, whoa, okay, Lucky. Why do they call you Lucky? Because you're in a dorm with like 200 other guys, you know.
No, he's lucky he hasn't got AIDS yet.
Oh, fuck. Well, hey, that was already on the way in the envelope, you know. Fuck. And while everybody else is out there, that was the whole thing. While everybody else is out there fucking doing their calisthenics and workout, this guy's over there doing like the flash dance, fucking dance. You know. Oh, look at that sugar. Like, oh, what the fuck are we doing here? You're in the wrong dorm, dude.
Remember when that restaurant you worked at, that cross-dresser or whatever the fuck it was came in there?
Yeah, that was
I'm sitting there drinking beers at the
pretty
counter.
half woman, half man thing.
He was a cook at this place that... Anyway, I was sitting there at the counter drinking beers, and he's standing behind the counter with a menu trying to say, "That's a man," because it was sitting right next to me. And I acknowledged that it was a woman, but I didn't look very much.
No. You came in, the woman was already sitting there.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking it was a woman.
Yeah, but before that happened, this thing comes walking up. I had no idea at first. You know, all I seen was a 6 foot fucking blonde, busty blonde come walking in and sit down at the counter. This is before you got there. And she comes in and sits down, you know, and I asked her if she wanted to order the steak, and all of a sudden, we'll have to continue this after, I think.
I want rare. I'm right back on the Jimbo Trashy podcast.
Is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy. Everything is a conspiracy.
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
I warn you, this could scare you.
All of this just a dream.
Cause all of it's just a dream. Cause all of it's just a dream. Cause all of it's just a dream. Cause all of it's just a dream. Cause all of it's just a dream. Cause all of it's just a dream. Cause all of it's just a dream.
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Thank you for calling Benny's Express. This is Ivan speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi. I was wondering if you had dog on the menu.
I'm so sorry.
Do you have like, do you guys serve dog, like dog mixed with broccoli?
Oh, dog?
Yeah, like, like little chunks of dog mixed in with
No,
broccoli?
we don't have that.
How about like cat or anything like that?
Oh, no, we don't serve those kinds of meat.
I thought it was, I thought you guys were Chinese food though.
Yeah, but we don't do that
So you don't serve dog or cat.
now.
Is there any way you guys could get that on the menu?
Oh, you can call our corporate office, but I can't decide any of those stuff.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for your help.
Okay, you're welcome.
Have a nice day.
All right, bye.
Bye.
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Trashy podcast. So, some huge, large, very masculine female shows up at the restaurant.
Well, yeah, kind of, sort of. I mean, this is before the dumpster diving Mr. Dave over there fucking walked in. He had no clueless idea, you know.
He's looking at you like it. Dumpster Dave is like, hey, she's pretty hot.
Well, out of the whole fucking place he could have sat down at, he sits down right next to her, you know, or it, or whatever you want to call it. But
Him.
yeah, she comes in. It was a Friday night, you know. It was a Friday night, so just shortly before dumpster dive comes walking in, here this thing comes walking in and sits down, and there was steak on the special that evening, and so she comes in to order steak. You know, shortly after dinner time.
It's at the counter. It's at the counter, not at the
Yeah,
seat.
the place was empty. I mean, there was like one other person in there, you know. So she sits down to order the steak, you know, on the menu, and so she orders it from the waitress. I'm sitting there or standing there behind the counter or in the kitchen. Waitress puts up the bill, and, you know, for a steak, but she didn't mark down how she wanted it cooked. So I look and I see that, I go, man, she's kind of like a tall looking, you know, big lady, like wears like 12 pumps, you know, high heel pumps. She said, okay, well, hey, you know, it takes all kinds.
Fucking double EY.
So I throw out the menu, and she, you know, very, very prominent and busty and standing up straight, you know, top end half. So I, you know, started cooking her meal while I throw the steak on there, and I said, so I asked the waitress, hey, ask the lady how she wants her steak cooked, you know. So the waitress heard this, or the lady heard this, so she stands up and she says, like, oh yeah, I like to cook it rare. I like to cook it rare.
I want it cooked rare.
Out of with the fucking Adam's apple sticking, I can see it going. Like, wait a minute now.
Yeah, I didn't know any of this shit.
Kind of reminded me of that song Lola, you know? Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets, or L-O-A-L-A Lola.
Hey, so you guys got kicked out of the Picture House one time?
Oh yeah, that fucking.
The old Picture House.
Well, first let him finish this one about the.
Oh yeah, Dumpster Dave over here, fucking. Just about this time, you know, so I'm a little in shock myself, going, oh shit, that's not a woman, that's probably Lola. I'm thinking more like, you know. So she says, rare, all right. And so I started cooking her. Well, then just about that time, Dumpster Dive comes walking in, and all these chairs that are on the counter, he could have chose from to sit at. He walks right up and sits down right next to this fucking monster. And I'm like, oh shit, no. You know, all he sees is tits. Oh no. Oh, so I hold up the menu, trying to hide myself, and I'm like, no.
That's a man. That's a fucking man.
No, don't do that. No. They know you're my brother. No. And he's like,
what if he fell in love with that chick?
Hey, you know,
How odd would that be?
I guess I couldn't be a hater. I'd be go ahead, whatever serves your, serves your.
Instead
plate.
of Connie, it would have been Brawny.
Yeah, for sure. Huh?
Adam's apple bigger than mine.
Oh man, I bit off a piece too big. Hey, your fucking shit's bigger than mine, you know. But yeah, that was quite an experience there. Past times.
And you know what? My daughter was, when she was little, we took her to the LA Zoo, and we stopped by the elephants, and they had like 5 elephants walking around. One male elephant was aggressive, so they had his leg chained to the freaking stump thing there, and all the elephants walked around the side, and I couldn't see him anymore. Well, that male elephant had to pee. I never in my life seen anything like that. Have you ever seen a fucking male elephant piss?
No. I missed that one.
That thing comes out on the fucking ground and it lays on the fucking ground like that, like a fucking fire hose, man. It's like it's like a fucking 4-inch fire hose and shit.
Oh, shit.
And that thing pissed for like 15 fucking minutes, man. It's like somebody uncapped a fucking fire plug, you know? And I'm looking at that shit like in amazement. And my wife and my daughter, they saw it, but they just went looking at snakes or whatever. They came back and she says, "Are you still looking at that?" I go, I fucking got cheated in life after looking at that shit, man. Wow,
Where's the
I've never
rest?
seen him, never in my life seen
Where's
him
the
like
rest
that.
of it? Yeah.
So you guys got kicked out of the picture house. What happened with that? What was that story about?
Oh, I think a
That's
few
when
of
you were
us.
too young drinking, right?
No, I was old enough. He was already born, I think.
I just remember hearing a story about like Mike or something, like somebody getting like tossed out, like fucking flying over their fucking heads over heels and
what
shit.
What I recall out of it is there was several of us partying at the old Picture House, down a local bar down in Hermosa, and we were all celebrating over something or other. Hell, we didn't have to have a reason to celebrate. We just drank
It
anyway.
was Tuesday night.
Yeah. And we were all in the Picture House drinking. They had pool tables and, shit. It was kind of lively and music. And something happened with one of the co-fellas here with your friend, Mr. Temper. God rest his soul now. He's passed.
Dave Temper is no longer with us.
No longer with us. He
Drank himself to death.
Yeah, he was a drinker.
Yeah, bad temper, huh?
Yeah, you could say that. Temper, Mr. Temper had a temper. But he managed to proceed to piss somebody off in the bar that night, talking shit. And so somebody took a swing at him, and it was like a chain reaction of people. Somebody took a swing at him. I seen that, so I took a swing at somebody else, trying to get to Mr. Temper. And then Dumpster Dave seen me take a swing at somebody, so he goes over and pushes him, and we all wound up pushing each other. The Mike was there, or cousin Mike was there. He pushed him, it was a whole big fucking thing. And the next thing you know is they grabbed Dave Temper and fucking walked him to the door. They had 2 big fucking bouncers they had, they're kind of like your size. And they fucking walked to the door, and they opened the fucking door with his head, remember?
That was they did that at Pier 52 also.
Opened the damn doors with it and fucking pitched his ass right out. And we all got kicked out that night for fucking fighting. But I don't even know what started it. All I knew is I seen somebody swinging, so I started swinging. And then everybody else chimed in.
When we got kicked out of Pier 52, they opened up the bar, the swinging door with his head, and they threw his ass out
Again?
the parking lot. And he was trying to talk me into going back in the bar, starting some shit with the bouncers. So when then they come running out, I was going to run out first. He was going to open up the door for me, and then when the bouncer was going to come out, he was going to slam the freaking door right dead in their face, but that shit never happened.
How about a New Year's Eve party in the 80s with a telephone pole? What's that about?
Shit. Me and the old man and Grandma Skippy, and we went to a New Year's party. Well, it was my wife, too. Went down to a Moose Lodge bar down in...
Hermosa Beach.
Is it Hermosa or Redondo?
Borderline. Both.
Anyway, we were getting ready to leave the bar before midnight, so we wouldn't deal with a bunch of drunk drivers and stuff. And our cars were parked next door in a Firestone tire lot. And me and my wife was going to get in my car and drive home, and the old folks were going to get in their car, and the old man was over there cleaning the windshield because it was a little foggy and stuff outside. Well, these teenagers were drinking, and they come up on Pacific Coast Highway, and they made a real fast left turn and hit that telephone pole. in between me and the old folks, Grandma Skippy and whatever. And I was so close to the thing going down that the hot wires, got burn marks and stuff all over my. I mean, nothing happened out of it, but the cop, there happened to be a motorcycle cop right up the street, and he heard the crash, boom, bang, and he said, what happened? And I just said, them kids hit that telephone pole, and he took off that street, and he ended up catching those kids, but they were drunk, they were underage, and they hit that telephone pole almost.
Wait, you had electrical current traveling towards you and burning you? Didn't they tell you to not stick your fingers in a light socket when you were a kid?
I mean, I was close enough to the hot wires that they were sparking close enough to my shirt.
Oh, shit. Yeah, well, they said, they got the latest one. Don't try to rescue anybody.
It almost landed on Mom and Dad.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of serious then, huh? Yeah.
But did the light pole like come down and Grandma Skippy was just staring at it?
Yeah, she kind of got like stage fright, like a
deer in the headlights.
Yeah, right. The old man was trying to grab her to tell her to hurry up, move, and she just stood there.
But I like the fire show.
So as it turned out, I just like grabbed Mom and just like move, and then the thing come crashing down.
But look at the sparks. Acid trip,
So, Junkyard Jim, you screwed a girl in Dave's Mustang?
Oh, yeah. We call it christening back then. Christening.
You christened Uncle Dave's.
I had a 1970 Mach 1.
The rare classic type cars, back then. Big motor and stuff.
And I let little brother drive it.
Yeah, I went to one of the parties, high school parties, and promised a girl that I would take her out. And she said, her cousin is the one that introduced me to her. Said, if you guys go out, she likes you, but if you guys go out, don't give her any beer. I said, well, okay, well, that's fine, but hey, she's nice. I want to take her out. She was looking hot. And she says, but make sure you don't give her any beer because she gets crazy. And I said, okay, no problem. Sure enough, first thing I pick her up that night for the party. Get to the party, I said, what kind of beer you like? Gave her 3 Schlitz bowls, and boy, that was night. It was on.
Your fake ID too.
It was on, and sure enough, I get this finally at the end of the night, 11 o'clock at night, high school party. Get her out in the big Mustang, big bros Mustang, and I says, well, you got to take you home because she was like sloshed, right? 3 beers, a Schlitz bowl, and she was out. Get her in the back of the car, lay down in the back seat. We're in there for a couple hours, knocked out. And what happens? Fog foams up on the windows, and I hear this, Jim, knocking on it. Jim, what? Her cousin knew my car, or knew my brother's car. Like, what? What's going on? And she fucking wipes the fog off the window and says, "Is Betty in there?" Had me dead to rights. I says, "No." She's, "I told you don't give her any beer."
You fucked up the VW and blamed Diane?
Yeah, that was back in the day.
What is that about?
Well, that's like when Uncle Dave had his time with the Grandpa's car.
Oh, so you had to show up Dave.
Yeah, I was, hey, I had to compete,
He tore up another one of Grandpa's cars.
Yeah, I was going through my era, like 6 years later, 7 years later or whatever. There was a period of time that I was unsupervised.
All right, we'll be right back on the Jimbo Trashy podcast, and we'll get into how you fucked up the VW and you blamed Diane, and it's all your fault.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy. Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Check out the latest sounds from the occult experimental rock project, Elvis on Acid, with their second album release, Prehistoric Psychonaut.
With historic obligations, we've come so far. We're cutting away the spiritual line. Consolation, they don't care who you are. You're damning us to hell, it's written in the stars.
Follow Elvis on Acid on Twitter, @Elvis on Acid. Go to youtube.com/Elvis on Acid to hear the latest. Global Psychosis Entertainment, Dark Jam Records, and Elvis on Acid are not responsible for any violent revolutions, drug overdoses, or attempted suicides that may occur after listening. This ad That has been brought to you by Global Psychosis Entertainment and Dark Gem Records. Copyright 2013.